Okay, I can talk now. I don't know why the bot wasn't responding to the first roll d20 because it's the same exact command, right? Yeah. I don't know why it didn't respond. I didn't change anything. I looked at something real quick and I didn't change anything. So now I roll ones. I don't know. I only rolled a 19 there, so I think I'm okay. But anyway, before I get distracted, good afternoon, Veronica.
Good afternoon, Gimpy, and hello everyone. Have a great stream.
There we go. So, that. Happy Friday.
Your next break is in 1 hour.
Bot rebellion today. Yeah, most likely. It's the bot, or the 8-ball is definitely working. The 8-ball is working. But anyway, hello, everybody in chat. Fook Rules, Desperador, Hobo, Jeff, Hurricane, anybody else? I think that's it so far. It said something. So happy Friday, or happy Turkey Day +1. Did not have turkey yesterday. Had ham, though. Mrs. Gimpy brought ham down over from her parents' house yesterday, so I was happy with that. And all set. So, anyway, dog cam. We're going to have dog cam today. I don't know. I've asked Mrs. Gimpy not to go anywhere today simply because she's gone over to her parents' house for the last 3 days in a row. And when she goes over there, she spends, a long time over there, and it stresses out the dogs. And I've asked her not to do that today, so we'll see if that happens or not. She's currently here, and we'll see. Hey, Tiger, welcome back. Happy Friday. Sorry, happy Friday. So we'll see if that works or not. But anyway, in bigger news, hit 1,000 subscribers over on YouTube yesterday. The end of the stream, just going through normal stuff. Went over to hit up YouTube real quick because I've been kind of anxious to see when I was going to hit 1,000 subs. And what do you know? By the end of the stream yesterday, we were at 1,000 subs. What does that mean? That means now I get to work more. As I found out this morning, it's not as monetizing videos isn't quite as what I was expecting it to be. They've changed stuff since the last time I had to do it because it used to be fairly automatic, and now it actually requires an actual work because they want you to identify your videos. They want you to identify the content in your videos so that the proper advertisers can be picked for those videos that you want to monetize. And so there's violence, sexuality, language, all this stuff you're supposed to pick through. You don't have to pick everything, but they basically want you to go through and identify or classify your videos for advertisers, and then we'll see what happens after that. And then I guess they compare and contrast your selections based on what's actually when their people start going through it. I guess I don't know. I don't really have any real concern because I don't really do anything. I don't yell or scream. I don't cuss a lot. There's no real sex-based here stuff. There's violence, but it's video game violence, which they need a category for. The violence section isn't. They include video game violence, but it's like the extreme stuff, and it's very different. So I don't know. It's hard to classify sometimes, but yeah. The lucky thing is all past videos prior to yesterday. There was a nice little button. Would you like to monetize all your videos? Yes, I would. So it did that. How effective that's going to be, we'll see. But from now on, when I put up a new video, if I want it monetized, I have to pick what categories and stuff everything's in. So, we'll see how that works. But anyway, so thank you to everybody who subbed over on YouTube. And if you haven't yet, please continue to sub over on YouTube because, subs fluctuate. So, got to keep it up over 1,000, of course, if you want to stay monetized there. So if you haven't hit the follow button or the subscribe button over on YouTube, please do. And if you have any questions how to do that or what the whole process or what the whole purpose is, ask away. I have no problems talking about it. I'm still learning though some of the stuff. So we'll see. And what else? Stream schedule. Today, of course, is Last Multiplayer with Jeff, Hobo, and Hurricane. Tomorrow, Saturday, playing some more X4 with the Star Wars Interworlds mod. Sunday is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Day. First half of the stream is campaign stuff with Gimpy the Dwarven Crusader Angel, currently in Act 5. Second part of the stream is the Treasure of the Midnight Isles DLC with View Group 10. Monday, Master Magic. Tuesday, probably Baldur's Gate 3. Just did enter Act 2 yesterday. Officially, yeah, officially entered Act 2 yesterday, or Chapter 2. I don't remember if it's acts or chapters over there, but it's the second part of the game. Wednesday for the King 2, Witch F and Hurricane, and also we entered Chapter 2 on that on Wednesday this past week. That would have been this week. Yeah, this past Wednesday we entered Chapter 2 over there as well. Thursday, probably more Baldur's Gate 3, and then next Friday back here to Solasta. My voice is toast today for some reason. I think it's because someone, not named Gimpy, left the bedroom windows open last night. It was a little chilly, and I think it's messed up my voice. So we'll see. Anyway. Oh, and Jeff needs to know this because this is the testing portion of the program. Hey, Veronica, who is your favorite pet?
Not you.
There we go.
I tell you what to do and you never listen. What kind of a pet does not listen to their master?
She's been saying that one a lot. Chili, come visit me. Well, the first clue there, Hobo, was our window was open for the evening. I don't need to know how cold it is there. I know how cold. I know we're not cold here, but it's just the fact that we had an open window last night. We've been closing them, and then for some reason last night they were open, and like I said, it was a little chilly, and it's affected my voice. You know, the money maker. No, it's not. But anyway, another thing we need to do, because Vook Rules needs to know something important. Hey, Veronica, who is the coolest viewer?
Who is the coolest viewer? Let me think about that. I think Creeks is pretty cool since he has not acted on his road rage. Yet.
We haven't seen Creeks in a while. Where's he been? Thought the dogs are the moneymakers? You would think they were. They don't make as much as you think they do. Oh, and Vukros, you missed it. Was it yesterday or the day before? Somebody asked who was the coolest viewer, and apparently you were. So, but you weren't here to hear it, so I don't know if that counts. But anyway, what else? Oh, see, I got the sniffles. Shit. High treat upkeep. Yes, they are. They are a high treat upkeep. That's for sure. Little weenies. They don't do this anymore. They don't help make the bed anymore. I think that's a good thing, but they don't do this anymore. They don't wrestle on the bed anymore. They don't wrestle at all anymore. Basically, their idea of excitement is Mrs. Gimpy coming home, or when they come home from a walk. That's about it. Sometimes when they went up on the couch, because they can't. They don't jump up on the furniture anymore, or barking. I don't know if barking's excitement. Barking is just part of life. Mickey pretty much barks whenever he wants. He's learned that when he barks in certain places of the house, like if he barks at the front door, it means he wants to go outside. If he barks in the kitchen, he wants food. That kind of stuff. Rocket has learned not so much that barking or his little whining that he does gets him food. It's just that when he smells dinner being cooked, he lays in front of the couch and he whines. So it's not really the same. It's just he's not basically asking for food. He's expecting food. Getting treats, having sleeps. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's what they do at this time of their life. Speaking of, Rocket is behind me. I think he just woke up. Mrs. Gimpy and Mickey just got home from their morning walk about 10 minutes ago or so, just as the stream was started. So he's telling her to hurry up with the food. Oh, you have no idea. Yeah, well, there's stage 1. That's laying in front of the couch whining. Stage 2 is moving to the kitchen and whining in the kitchen and doing his little dances that he does without the sound effects. It's quite cute and adorable what he does. It's hard to film though, unfortunately, because there's no. He doesn't do it every time. He only does it sometimes. And by dances, we mean he hops around. It's like I said, it's quite adorable. Mickey doesn't. Mickey just he just lays down patiently and waits for his food. He's not a pig like Rocket, or acts like he's starving like Rocket. So, Although I made two best friends last night because Mrs. Gimpy like said she brought home some ham from her parents' house, and so I had some, and I don't like ham fat, so I trim it off the edges typically, and then I cut it up into smaller pieces, and I gave them some, and I had two best friends for the rest of the night. Even though I gave them one piece each, they wanted more. It's amazing how old they are, and they still, get the stares of death out, going, "Give me more." So, anyway, that's yesterday. That's over. Thanksgiving is over. Oh, Black Friday. Black Friday stuff's going on. If you want to help out the stream financially, without giving me any money directly, you can head on over to my support page or our webpage, gimpy.com. Click on that page, or click on that link in chat, or you can scroll down the video screen and click on the support button. It'll take you to the same spot. All the affiliate links I currently have are there, and basically it's to Fanatical, Green Man Gaming, Humble, Amazon, what else? Instructions for Epic Games, and then also I think I have the Nexus page is up as well. I don't know if there's sales going on that page, though there might be. But anyway, if you're looking for video games on sale, please consider using those affiliate links. The way it works is you click on one of those links, go to the page, buy something. I get a small kickback, usually about 5 to 10% of the purchase price, and that's how that works. If it doesn't, and it does not raise the cost of whatever you're purchasing. And specifically for Amazon, it's for qualified purchases. It's not for every purchase. It's qualified purchases over on Amazon, because not every purchase is qualified, as we found out. My mom uses my link all the time. And she goes, "Did you get money for that?" I go, "Money for what?" She goes, "I bought something over on Amazon. Use your link." I go, "Okay, thank you." She goes, "But did you get money for it?" I go, "I don't know. I won't know until next month." And next month comes around. It's like, nope, wasn't qualified purchase. So that's how we know. How do you know what qualifies on Amazon? I don't know what qualifies on Amazon. Everything else, the other ones like Green Man and Fanatical and Humble, all the other links, it's everything. But for Amazon, I have no idea what it is. Printing crap on Amazon, but no idea if you get it. I have no idea. They don't tell us what's actually qualifying, unless it's a specific, promotional program that they have going on. That's the only way. But if it's just anything on Amazon, it's not everything on Amazon, sadly. And I don't know what the exact conditions are. So yeah, if you're buying 3D printing stuff over on Amazon, I have no idea. And again, I won't know until you actually buy something. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to click on the link. So, it's not a big deal. It's not like they don't already have your info either, that what you're buying. So it's not a big deal. It's just helping me out more than anything else. So, but yeah, again, I won't know until you actually make a purchase, because I know when people use the link, and I know when people buy stuff, and then once they buy the stuff, it'll tell me whether it's qualified or not. But I don't know always what you're buying, which is odd as well. Sometimes they're perfectly happy telling me what everybody's buying, and other times they don't. Amazon's a very weird company as far as sharing information. They'll tell you how much you spend and whether it's qualified or not, but they don't actually tell you what it is. So it's like, eh. And of course, I don't know who actually is making the purchases either, because they don't give us names or anything like that. So it's just somebody used your link, they bought something, and was a qualified purchase, maybe. Maybe not. It's just, and it's always been that way. I've been using Amazon for 2008, 2009. I've been using their affiliate link stuff, and sometimes you make money, sometimes you don't. It depends how much effort you put into it, I guess. Dumps you at the crap that we can't offload today page, which I rarely find anything on worth buying. Yeah, then it's just the default link. I have to put a link up there. But this is the way it works. This is the way it works for all the affiliate pages. Is when you click on that link and it sends you to the page, it's basically a landing page, just a regular landing page. It's not a specific product or product type page. And what it does, it's putting a cookie into your browser, and it's good for about 24 hours or so. So any purchases you make within that 24 hours gets credited to me, as far as using my link. But the actual page that you go to is just a generic. So you can go to that page and go, oh, I'm interested in that. And you can search away and do whatever you want. And any purchases you make within usually the next 24 hours or so, I get credit for. So you don't have to worry about what's actually on the first page, because the way those links are, again, they're not meant to be a specific product. So yeah, it's just see what happens as you order. And I appreciate that, Tiger. I appreciate that. Really, I do. But like I said, that all the affiliate links are like that. I mean, sometimes we'll do, specific sales and that kind of thing, or specific products. Sometimes, like say I'm playing the game, and it's on sale over on Humble or Green Mat or whatever, and I'll put a link in chat and I'll go directly to that specific game or whatever. That's a different case. Well, actually, no, it's the same thing. It's still putting a cookie on in your browser that's good for 24 hours. Again, whether you buy that game or not, or something else, I still get credit for it within 24 hours. 3D filament, 3D resin, and beer probably doesn't qualify. You never know. That's the thing, is you never know what qualifies for stuff. And again, Amazon's got the way they are. They've got so much stuff. Right, there's so much stuff on the Amazon page, and it's not always their stuff either. They have, the third-party vendors that sell stuff that, Amazon is basically just a shipper. They don't actually, house the product or anything. They just are a way for that vendor to sell their stuff, and they get a small cut, or maybe a larger cut. Who knows? Are those qualified products? Probably not, would be my guess. But how do you tell that those are third-party products and not really Amazon? Good luck. Good luck. I found that one out too. Sometimes you see something on Amazon, you go, oh, that's an Amazon product. And you come down, no, that wasn't. Or you think, oh, this is an Amazon product. Go, yeah, it is. And it's just, it's, again, their site. They've got so much stuff, so much crazy stuff. They sell it themselves if the marketplace vendors are shipping a lot of product. They sell it themselves. The marketplace vendors are shipping a lot of product. Yeah, it depends on what their relationship is. It varies. Chinese vendors that have had brand names created with a random character generator. Exactly, Eolus. They're good at screwing over the marketplace vendors. I'm sure they are. Amazon is a company that is out to take over the world. I'm pretty convinced of that one. Having said, basically, I'm almost an employee of Amazon at this point, because for those of you who don't know, Amazon owns Twitch, has for a few years now. So technically my employer, I guess, sort of, in a way. Got sued for cutting out the marketplace vendor. Oh, it doesn't surprise me, because again, Amazon is basically, they're trying to take over the world on as far as selling stuff, and even then they're becoming or if they're not, they already are a major force in in web services too. So yeah, they're crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. They say something successful, they make a generic Amazon brand version of it and undersell. Well, yeah, that's what market dominance does for you. Wayland Utani, ha, wait for Amazon Google. That's a scary thought. Amazon Google would be a scary thought. Apple would shit their pants, I think. Imagine Google with their phone technology distributed by Amazon. Apple would shit their pants. Multiple times. Yeah, Amazon Google is a scary thought. Because basically you would just search for something on Google, and next thing you know, you're on Amazon buying it. Of course, you usually are anyway. Amazon Healthcare. Prime members get free ambulance rides. But I already get free ambulance rides. That's what my taxes pay for. As long as I use an ambulance within the city I live in, it's a free ambulance ride. At least here it is. I don't know how it works everywhere else, but here. If you need an ambulance ride and you are in your hometown where you're paying taxes and stuff, you get a free ride to the hospital when you need it. Yes, got to plan ahead. Not where you used to live in Michigan. Well, everybody's got different different stuff going on because not. Here's a funny thing too that a lot of people don't know either is ambulance services usually aren't public. They are usually hired. They are a company that cities basically employ or have contracts with, and it's not technically a public service. Well, it is, but it isn't. It's really weird how it works. But typically, the way it is if you get injured and you need an ambulance, as long as it happens in the city you live in, the ride is free. I found that actually back in my motorcycle accident back in '92 is where I actually ended up. Where the accident started was a different city, but where my body ended up was actually where in the city that I lived, and by about 10 feet maybe it was over the border. And when I got I always wondered why I didn't get an ambulance bill, and it came out to be because the ambulance picked me up in the city that I lived in, so I didn't have to pay for it. So it's funny how that works. Hobo, your ambulance is a tractor. You might have a trouble there sometimes. Huron Valley Ambulance had a monopoly. Yeah, that's the thing here is they don't here is again, they usually have a contract with the various cities, depending on it, and usually have multiple services in an area in a city or an area as big as San Diego is. There's multiple ambulance companies here because one company really can't cover the whole area. It's just too big, too many people. So, what about Amazon, Microsoft? All those purchases embedded to your OS. Amazon, Microsoft. I think Microsoft is too small for Amazon. I think if Amazon really wanted to do a real merger, that they would go with Google, because the craziness but what that would mean. Microsoft, they've got of course a big chunk of the PC market and that kind of thing, but it's not what like Google has. I think Google's reach is far bigger than Microsoft's these days. It's only the first mile with Amazon that's free. After that, it's $40K a foot. Okay, that's extreme. Migrant paramedics were not able to take you to the hospital. Well, that's wrong. So you have the silly situation where the fire department ambulance shows up to make sure you don't die, and then HVA turn up to transport you. That's messed up. Yeah, Microsoft is not the monopoly it used to be. It's still pretty dominant. Let's not kid ourselves. It's still dominant. It's still the largest largest share of computer. Well, actually, is it? With mobile devices being as popular as they are today, Microsoft again doesn't have the power that it used to. I mean, yeah, I'm sitting in front of a PC, two PCs right now. Mrs. Gimpy's got a PC too, but I also have a tablet in front of me. Mrs. Gimpy's got a mobile phone, so we have almost as many mobile devices as we do computers. Although both our TVs are smart TVs, so they have little apps on them just like a mobile device does. So the OS situation is it's very different than it was 20 to 30 years ago. So again, Microsoft does not have the power that it used to. That's why they tried so hard to get into the mobile device market, or making their OS more mobile device like, and they still haven't pulled it off yet. Amazon plus Disney. Mrs. Gimpy needs to talk to me. Be right back. Wow, I don't think that muted me, did it? Because I'm on the wrong computer, that's why. That's okay. Mrs. Gimpy is going to work out for those who missed it. Amazon and Disney combination. Disney, I think, is too small. Disney is not a huge company. I mean, they've got, as far as entertainment goes, they're huge, but they're not the same thing. If anything, Amazon would buy Disney. I don't think they'd partner with them so much. Spyware in Windows 11 is going to be something that bites them in the ass when it gets more prevalent in consumer machines and the EU sues them. Good. In spirit of what the current data is. Last I heard, most people use tablets mobile. They do. I think so. Steve Ballmer might just have been the best monopoly breaker the world could ever wish for. If he had been competent, then they would have owned mobile phones as well. Yeah, Windows really effed that up. They really did. They had the perfect opportunity to merge PCs with mobile devices, and they screwed it up. They really did. They screwed it up, and they could have really become the Apple of the world. But again, they didn't. So, ham sandwiches toasted in the oven with cheese and bacon with a side of greens. Take away the greens and we're good to go, Jeff. Disney having issues right now, an internal conflict with the board and some new investor trying to unseat the current leadership. Is there? Some new investor trying to unseat the current leadership. I wonder who that would be. Side of lager? Yes, a side of lager would be perfect. I haven't seen anything like that about Disney. Some billionaire. As long as it's not Musk, we'll be okay, I think. As long as it's not Elon Musk, I think we'll be okay. They had Windows CE on handheld devices, but Ballmer thought that the phone would just be the modem for the Microsoft device. Yeah, again, that was stupid. That was just stupid. They just screwed that up. They had everything ready to go. I mean, they have all these computers, PCs out there ready to be connected to mobile devices. Just all they have to do is just sit next to each other, plug in, and they communicate with each other, synchronize everything up, and you're good. You know, but they screwed it up. I don't know how they screwed it up. I mean, and by how, I don't mean how did they do it actually physically or stuff. It's like I can't figure out why they screwed it up. So how isn't the right word. It's why they screwed it up. They put a phone into the iPad or in similar devices. They could put a phone in everything. They should have put phones in everything. Now they're trying to, though. If you notice the Windows, what is it? There's one of the buttons around here. What's it called? On Windows 11. It's one of the buttons down here. I don't know. But yeah. He thought it was a fad. Yeah, he was an idiot. If he had been paying attention, he would have known that the iPhone was not going to be a fad. That mobile phones, period, weren't going to be a fad. They weren't a fad at the point the iPhone came out. The iPhone maybe helped the industry burst open, but it was already well in development before the iPhone came out. That was not going to go away. It was going to be the next thing, and Microsoft just missed it. They just did not give it the credit that it should have gotten, or the attention it should have gotten. Because again, by the time the iPhone didn't come out until what, 2007 or something, 2004. I don't even remember exactly when it came out, but it was actually kind of late into the mobile device market because Blackberries were already huge, and 2006. So yeah, it's around there. And Blackberries had been out since the late 90s, and they were already, they were already big. They were huge there too. It's just that they didn't progress enough into what mobile phones are today. I mean, they weren't bad devices. I had one for work and everything. They were great. And the best part about them was they're secure. They were secured devices too. And that's what made them so appealing. But they just didn't move fast enough with the rest of the industry to keep up. And that's why Blackberries faded away, which is a shame because they were really good. I really liked them. So, but yeah, it's funny to watch how technology has changed just in the past 20 years. The crackberries. You couldn't have a conversation with a senior manager without them being glued to the blood thing. Exactly. Yeah, it was. Yeah. BlackBerry was Canadian. It doesn't matter who it was. It was, like I said, Blackberries were very big. basically in the late 90s, and particularly they became really big. And everywhere, and like Tiger said, everywhere you go where there was a management type person, they had a BlackBerry. Any tech person, anyone that worked in IT had a BlackBerry. It was just, yeah. Kitchener Waterloo. So anyway, should we get started? I've been talking too much. I feel like I've been talking too my voice is, like I said, it's toast. Your hometown? Oh. Anyway, we should get started. It's lasted today, right?